Ba-da-dum, bum, bum. Ba-dum, bum, bum, ba-dum. Ba-da-dum, bum, bum. Ba-dum, bum, bum, ba-dum. Ba-dum, bum, bum.
Another one bites the dust. Dum, dum, dum. Another one bites the dust. And another one gone. And another one gone. Another one bites the dust. Hey, hey, we're gonna get you too. Another one bites the dust. Bum, bum, bum. Ba-dum, bum, bum, ba-dum. Ba-dum, bum, bum. Ba-dum, bum, bum, ba-dum. Gather around, everyone. We have good news tonight. It's a double header.
Everybody, how's it going? I'm Zero.
I'm DK.
And I'm Rizzo, and today on Anime Reaction, we watched the 6th episode of Mahou Shoujo Ikisei Keikaku. If you want to check out our reaction to the 6th episode of the Magical Girl Raising Project, hit that link in the description below.
And be sure to give us feedback in the comment section because we love hearing from you.
And as always, if you like what you see, subscribe to Otaku Saga, and don't forget to like and share our videos. And thanks for watching.
So, on this episode of the Magical Girl Raising Project, we get the conclusion of the fight between Clanberry and
Lapusella. Yeah.
I'm just gonna come right out and say it. I thought that they missed a major opportunity in that fight.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Not just like how they handled Lapucella's death afterwards, but
Really?
also in the fight.
The whole scene in general, actually. I mean, I just... With the exception of Nemorine, and this is my opinion here, every, like, major death or fight has been really anticlimactic.
Mm-hmm.
But this one especially so, because of where and how it went down.
I was starting to see it when they killed off Ruler, where it was just like, oh, the person who loses this week is Ruler. Phone.
What?
And then next scene, she's dead. It's like, really? She didn't, like, start screaming her head off at the people? I mean, she had at least a few minutes left.
Right?
Like, she didn't...
If you missed the midnight, that would... Oh my god.
She didn't get pissed, you know, there wasn't a fight, which there obviously was, because she didn't, like, just die from a heart attack.
Yeah, a little too bloody for that.
Yeah. Obviously, she got ganged up upon by her gang. So, what the fuck happened?
A missed opportunity.
Yeah, a missed opportunity.
Could have drawn out that drama and made it more impactful.
And then here you see it again with Lapucella. Like, the fight was really awesome. It was really badass, bloody, like...
Oh my
Not
God,
what you
bloody.
really expect from a fight between two magical girls.
That was levels of gore on par with Drifters.
Yeah, actually it was.
Really was. And yeah, just
Another?
brutal. Another? Okay.
I forgot what the one with the clip with her like banging the knife into her neck from.
When they cry Higurashi.
Yeah, and it was fucking bloody. This whole episode was fucking bloody.
But it's just like they just missed an opportunity. The fight was very short, and
just the way it just fizzled out.
Yeah, the way that it ended, you know that they missed something because they really started out their fight at the docks, like started actually fighting at the docks, and then, you know, Lapucella's getting her ass kicked, and then, you know, she comes back, and then suddenly they're up in the mountains at a mountain highway where Cranberry just drops Sota is his name. Drops Sota because he, I assume, ran out of magical power or something like that. Yeah. He was way too fucked up. But just dropped him in the middle of the highway to get hit by a car. What happened in between when they're at the fucking docks and they're in the fucking mountains?
Like, come on, guys. Like, that...
Right? I mean, my only guess right now would be a teleportation power that they don't want to reveal quite yet. Or did they already have Cranberry's card in the eye catch already?
I can't remember if they put her card in the eye catch, but I know what her power is, and it's not teleportation.
All right.
Let me just put that out there. I'm not going to say what it is because...
Yeah, too much of a spoiler.
Yeah, too much of a spoiler. But
well, there you
actually,
go.
I don't even know if it's that much of a spoiler, to be honest.
Well, all right. Well, if that's not the case, then
But
yeah,
it's not teleportation. Now, we did find out in this episode that Fav works for her. Not the other way around, no. Fav works for her. She's running this shit. Like, she's literally running this shit. She is the big bad in this series. So, I mean, maybe she used something, like some power that she had given to Fav or something like that.
Well, Fav did mention the obligatory by law contract.
And
so,
might I add that one's not a sucker punch. That's not out of left field. That was like full-blown sneak attack, assassination, fucking out of nowhere.
I really like this episode, or I like the series in general, but it feels like they're compressing the story. Like, that's the only thing that I can account for as far as these missing snippets and just how they're like pushing the story forward, and the fact that you're not getting quite the emotion out of character deaths as you should.
As you said, missed opportunities. You know, the Lapicella fight was just one example. We listed Ruler earlier. He had a chance for a whole bunch of drama, maybe with her getting into one last squabble with her subordinates. With the Lapicella fight, now that, well, I know that Cranberry's power isn't teleportation, there's no explanation then for why they basically skipped out what could have been a good 20 seconds to a minute worth of footage.
Or more.
I'm just trying to put out the minimum if they're trying to get their stuff quickly, but they could have easily, explained how the hell he got up there, what exactly finished him off. But instead, they do a hard cut to him getting hit by the car, and then a hard cut to the funeral.
Yeah. It's like, I didn't even get a chance to say he oried. That's how quickly he got hit.
And it was how quickly it was, yeah.
But...
You want to do it now, though? Just because? He-oried! There we go.
Yeah, he got totally he-oried. But yeah, then not only the fight, then you get that bit after the fight where it's like showing flashes from his funeral, and you know that Koyuki attended his funeral.
Right, you see her.
You see her, and she's crying and everything, but it doesn't linger long enough to have any kind of impact. And even like what's been shown of their relationship up till that point didn't give you enough to be really emotionally attached to the characters anyway for it to have any impact.
So based on all this, I think the consensus is that this is starting to become a bit of a hasty light novel adaptation.
Yeah, it's like they're trying to get through the full bulk of the story in 12, 13 episodes.
Right.
Rather than trying to make a good adaptation of the story.
Yeah.
Saying this happen.
I mean,
before.
like this whole deal could. I mean, everything that we've gone up to at this point probably could have been yanked out to 8 or 9 episodes on what we just watched up to this point. I want more backstories. I want more relationship building. Lapicella was one of my favorites.
That's the other thing too. I mean, why kill off who was someone who was set up to be a big character so early?
Well, that's kind of my theory. I don't think that it was that early, like in the original source material.
Yeah.
Honestly, like, just knowing the fact that it's an ongoing light novel series that has 9 volumes now, if I had to guess, the events of this episode probably happened sometime in novel 3.
Well, I'm not exactly sure about that, because the only thing that I've seen are the English portions, I guess, of the light novel titles. 2 of them do say reset. And then one of them does say ace. And then continue ace.
Alright, so a couple novels per arc then?
Yeah. So I think that there's other things that are going on here, and you know, what we're seeing here may be like the first 3 or 4. I'm not exactly sure. I haven't read the source material, so I could be completely wrong.
I honestly don't even think the source material is available in English, even if you're just looking for illegal fan translations. Like, so it's really impossible for me to tell for certain. But just, you know, being a light novel enthusiast and just the feeling that I'm getting from these, I feel that what we've seen so far could easily be 2, possibly be 3, maybe even stretching to 4. Because again, it just feels like there's way too much that's being left out.
I almost want to beg our comment section, if anybody has read the source material here, please let us know how they're doing on the adaptation here, because we really want to know. It's bugging us, legit bugging us. And as Rizzo said, as much as I want to read the source material, I would love to read this source material. We just can't right now.
Yeah.
Hopefully in the future it'll be translated at some point. But yeah. But I guess other things that are in the room here.
Not just the elephant.
So, yeah, just kind of talking about like the aftermath of So's death. I just like it. I mean, it showed Koyuki being emotionally impacted, but it didn't lead up enough to have that payoff, unfortunately. I actually thought that La Pucella would be like the last of the 8 deaths that need to occur.
That would have been a nice tragic hero death.
Yeah.
Something that
especially
really
if it happened more when he was like protecting Koyuki,
or maybe make it to like say 6th or 7th place or something like that, you know. But definitely in the latter part of the story, not this soon.
Actually, I don't really mind exactly where La Pucella died.
Okay.
Because it's impactful. It's unexpected. I mean, I'm fairly certain it was in the reaction all of us were fucking shocked.
Yeah.
Because it literally came out of nowhere, and it was reeling.
I would have to say that while I was feeling a little bit of shock, I think I was feeling more disappointment, to be honest, just the way that they handled it.
More disappointment and confusion.
Kind of stunned.
Yeah.
I was like, really? Now?
Really, that's the way that they decided to do it. But anyway, getting off of that subject, with the rest of the episode, Fav unveils 5 items that the players can buy. That there's only one of each item that is available. And in order to obtain the items, you have to give years off of your life.
So this ranges from, what's the cheapest one? 3 for a set of magical pills that kind of raise your spirits, to 25 for a cloak of invisibility.
Yeah, and it is also revealed who gets what in this episode. So from Swim's group, I was going to call them Ruler's former group, but from Swim's group, the Peaky Angels buy the pills.
Only one of the twins pay.
Yeah, to be more specific, the older sister is the one who actually paid years off of her life.
So this also kind of confirms that they are separate entities in the eyes of the game.
Yeah.
So there's that.
And then Tama bought the unbreakable weapon.
So that should have been 5 years.
Which was 5 years, and she selected a spear. They said that she could select out of 5 weapons. And then Swim bought the cloak, which was 25 years.
Damn.
Yeah. That's pretty harsh. But I actually like that Swim Swim has more or less of a plan, because she actually, like, she said that she was the one who should pay the most because she's the leader of the group, which automatically, like, she's shown to be a much better leader than ruler, as far as leadership goes. But she actually gives the cloak to Tama and takes the spear instead. So
I was about to say, I'm like, oh, now she's undetectable in any dimension? That's a bit OP. Yeah. But with Tama, she can just go around at will. She's one of the weaker. She's probably the weakest of the group.
I mean, Swim Swim said it in the episode. It is actually really good for her power.
Yeah, it is. She can lead
because instead of having to like hide underneath the ground, and basically like what happened with when they fought against La Pucella.
Right.
She hid underneath the ground and didn't know exactly when to use her powers or where to use her powers exactly.
Then you had to divert the Peaky Angels away from, fighting Snow White or whatever, cornering her to having to draw La Pucella into the trap. But now she can just do it at will. So.
Yeah. Well, it's a lot easier.
Yeah.
Basically it just makes her better to use her powers to trap people.
And now Swim Swim has an awesome spear she can stick out of the ground or out of walls into people.
Pretty much.
There you go.
Other than the Peaky Angels, who I honestly feel are kind of useless at this point.
Yeah,
I'm just waiting for them to die.
They're kind of like Akko in Netoge right now. Okay, yeah, white mages, good for something, but when the pills run out, their time's up.
Honestly, much. I think before the pills run out.
True, at least one of them's going to get it before the pills run out, I think.
Well, at least one of them's going to get it. Honestly, it is pretty good drama to have one twin die.
Yeah.
So, what was the other? Oh yeah, Calamity Mary got the bag that lets you carry.
Bag of unlimited holding.
Yeah, pretty much. Bag of holding.
I hope they make a reference of some sort, because Calamity Mary is the most foul-mouthed one of all the Magic Girls. I really hope they make the reference. That's all.
So we had 5. Who had the last one?
Damn it.
All right.
What was the last one?
All right, so the bag, weapon, cloak, pills, rabbit's foot. Actually, I don't think. Never mind.
No, it didn't show who got the rabbit's foot.
Didn't show who got the rabbit's foot.
Somebody has it. If I had to guess, it would probably be either Sister Nana or Winter Prison.
Yeah, one of those two. You gotta have one of our idealists have something good going for them.
Yeah, if I had to guess, Winter Prison probably got it and gave it to
Sister Nana.
But it is interesting that the items are not attached to the person.
So you can trade them at will.
Or you could kill the person who has it and steal it.
Kill the other 4.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, in Swim Swim's position, she'd only need to kill 2, or she'd only need to convince 2 to team up with her.
Yeah,
and then they can use all 5 to just take out everybody else.
Well, Calamity Mary she's gonna be unflappable. Swim Swim ain't gonna torque her out of the bag.
Yeah, at the same time, Swim Swim could literally just come out of the couch with a
like spirit. Literally just fucking kebab her.
That would be satisfying, yes.
Oh, so.
maybe they're saving that for later. I don't know. With how quick these deaths kind of are, that might be a logical move.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So then okay. So after the announcement, it shows Snow White hiding in like a corner of a construction lot or something like that.
Corner of woe.
Yeah, well, I mean, she's obviously devastated about Soda's death, but Fa basically tells her that Soda was murdered by another magical girl, and you could see the moment that she just like started to snap.
Are you fucking kidding? Like that? Are you fucking kidding me? Look.
Yeah.
Especially after Fav was like, yeah, I can't really tell you that because everybody hates it, tattletale.
Yeah, no, well, I mean, it was basically like, was La Pucella murdered? Well, I can't tell you the action, or I can't divulge the actions of the other magical girls. Well, that's basically saying yes.
Bob was straight up trolling her.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Triggering her, really.
Pretty much. But... And then Fav's basically more or less picking on her, just being like, well, you got half of your candy stolen when La Pucella was with you, now you're fucked. You better buy something. Whoops, everything's sold already. Damn you, Fav.
Actually, speaking of Fav, oh man, there's a scene where Fav and Cranberry are kind of talking with each other in a cabin in the woods. Perfect for a serial killer. And I wouldn't at this rate, I wouldn't be surprised if that's exactly what Cranberry is. Just a serial killer who maybe wanted to use the game to... Oh, damn. Okay. But yeah, Fav gets his serious voice on, and it is creepier than normal. He's
especially with the puns added to the end.
Yeah, I'm helping you get your wish, pun. Give me the giblies.
Yep. But then we finally really see Alice for the first time. We've got little snippets of her in the past couple episodes.
Well, she just comes in and asks where Snow White is and then leaves.
But before we get to that, we did get to Magical Royd's backstory.
At the very beginning.
Which was totally amazing and hilarious.
I did like it. Basically, she's a middle schooler who is trumped from school. She doesn't go to school. Yeah. And I'm assuming that was her sister's place that she went to, and she was helping out. Either that, or she was just she just gets hired for odd jobs.
I think she said a friend's place when she was talking about the homeless person.
Anyway, she ends up going to the place of an older girl, and the older girl wants her to farm on the game, and so leaves her with her smartphone farming the game while she goes out, and then right then, Fav comes up. You've been chosen to be a magical girl.
Wait, what?
Yeah. What's this?
Well, fuck.
It need to be more robotic. Well, fuck.
Ah, fuck.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
It was pretty funny.
Yeah.
That was excellent comic relief. Just
I know it's so hard to mimic Satomi Arai's voice.
Yeah, well, then that and she's also been, I guess, mechanicalized. For that part
so you get that little tinniness in there.
At the same time, we also see that Magical Royd isn't completely heartless.
We definitely see that.
Shut the hell up. We're getting to that.
We're getting there. But she was hanging out with a homeless dude, giving him food and chatting with him, and I don't know exactly what the situation is there, but it was
just someone to talk to, I guess.
Yeah,
it happens.
And later in the episode, we also see when her and Calamity Mary are talking about the bag that Calamity Mary grabbed, and she reveals to Calamity Mary that she never wanted to be a magical girl, and so it's not worth it to her to give up years of her life in order to get these stupid items.
Yeah.
And then Calamity Mary basically sends her out to kill somebody in order to prove that she's worthy to watch her back. Which is where we find Alice. Was it Hardgore Alice?
Hardgore Alice.
Oh my god.
Alice finally finds Snow White, starts walking towards her. Snow White is cowering in the corner because obviously she's fucked up right now.
Jumpy as hell.
Yeah, and then...
For good reason, but... A little off the top.
Just a little off the top. Yeah.
To quote things from Alice, off with her head.
Nice.
Pretty much. Yeah, Magicaloid comes up behind Alice and cuts her head off,
With a
spraying Snow White with blood.
with the razor wire a la Walter from Helsing. Nice to see that again.
Futuristic razor wire.
From another dimension, yes.
Yeah.
Her her finally useful once a day item.
Yeah. And then she goes and threatens Snow White and goes to kill Snow White.
Because, two's better than one.
And then, well, Alice's powers come into effect, which is that she can heal from any injury very quickly.
So she totally Alucard's fucking Magical Roy. Just
there you go.
Straight through the heart.
That was glorious.
And it does kind of confirm that Magicaloid is dead because it shows her human form lying dead on the ground. So.
Also, again, Magical Roy. Well.
Right.
Huh. So, yeah.
Yep.
At least her death was funny and at a more predictable place than La Pucella's.
Yeah, no, I didn't really have an issue with how they did her death. Yeah. I actually kind of expected it when Alice was the one that she killed.
I was expecting it when they showed her backstory. That seems to be more or less the rule of thumb here so far.
Just remember, double tap. Always double tap.
Always double tap.
Well,
I'm sure that wouldn't have helped in Alice's case.
No.
Probably not. And also, I had a conversation with Fantasilion on Twitter. The eye catch thing that you were talking about, we already knew. So, yeah. There really wasn't anything to be spoiled. We already knew what Alice's ability was.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, holy shit. So it makes me wonder what the hell is Alice's deal
with Snow White.
With Snow White, because I mean, up to this point, we have.
The only thing we really know.
The
only thing we know for sure is that she wants to find Snow White.
Yeah.
And they left it at that.
Well, yeah, it kind of goes back to my theory that they're going through material too quickly because we oftentimes don't get anything with these characters. Like, unless it's their episode to die.
Right.
We're not going to really get anything with them. So, like, whereas this episode we get Magicaloid's backstory, and then we also get La Pucella's backstory, like, kind of in the middle of the fight zone, where it shows when he turned into a magical girl, which it was the correct reaction. Right. Well, actually, it showed him, like, actually pull down the shirt.
Get a nice view.
Right.
Damn, I'm packing.
Damn, I'm hot.
If I weren't slightly disgusted, I'd totally be touching myself now.
I'd fuck me.
If I look like that, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah. But yeah, that's kind of my thing. Like it set Ruler up as being being more of a threat than she actually was, or more of a villain than she actually was.
I was like, maybe not a threat, but at least more involved.
But you don't get anything with her until it's her episode to die, and then at that point you're like, well, she's gonna die in this episode.
And then the death just comes so quickly and is over so quickly.
Or even like Nemarine. Obviously, she only died in episode 2, so it's not like they had any time to set that up. But it was more or less strange that you're getting basically her entire backstory in that episode, and you're just like, well, she's fucked.
Yeah, with Nemarine's case, it might have been better if they maybe left out a little bit of backstory and just kind of just use her character, because she didn't do much in the story anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, she was the right character to kill off first, to introduce the concept that, hey, you don't work for candy, you're gonna die. But with...
Now get out on the corner and shake your ass for candy.
Oh, God. But, yeah.
That's it. Bob's a pimp.
But he has no pimp hand. He just kills
No,
those.
but he has a tail. It does have 4 little finger things.
Ah.
No, you misunderstand. Puff is the pimp hand.
Cranberry's the pimp, really.
Pretty much.
She's been smacking hoes around. Okay, I'm stopping this.
But
Stop that.
yeah, just kind of. It does make me think, like with the bit with Fav working for.
For a Cranberry.
Yeah, working for Cranberry. It makes me think that there was actually no problem having 16 magical girls in the city.
They just want
It's just Cranberry set that up to be a death game anyway.
Yeah.
Like
thing.
Cranberry set up this whole thing to be a death game just for her amusement.
Well, they also mentioned that it is a test to find the strongest magical girl.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I mean that fits in with Cranberry's game, really. Like she wants to fight against the strongest. And not only does she want to fight against the strongest, she wants to fight to the death against the strongest.
She wants to kill the strongest.
Well, I think she would even be satisfied if she was the one who died. Because
that means they're stronger than her.
Yeah.
But she wants someone...
That means that she's finally met the strongest.
But if you're going to be stronger than her or equal, then yeah, you need the killer instinct. And I think that's why they're going with a death game here. To mess up these poor girls so much, to mess up all the contestants so much that, yeah, I think you mentioned it at the end of the reaction. We very well may see a major character just snap.
No, I honestly think it's going to be Snow White.
Snow White's going to.
Can you imagine, right?
If you remember back to the first episode, that scene at the very, very beginning, where it's just Snow White standing in the middle of a bunch of corpses.
Flash forward.
Yeah, I think that's a flash forward. I think this entire series is basically in media res. Because I would not be surprised if that's how this ends. Rosebud.
Yeah.
Oh, man. I'm getting chills just thinking about that now.
Yeah.
Because when she goes like fucking beast mode, that's going to be epic.
Well, I mean, it's already set her up as being the best magical girl anyway.
That's true. I mean, just
so
on virtue of
imagine
how
if
much
she was actually using like her full strength.
Yeah, and that's the other thing too. Just brute force is not her ability.
Yeah.
Well, her ability is something that is only useful to a helping hand.
Yeah.
Because she can only hear those in need.
Yeah, but imagine if she was fighting against somebody and, you know, she laid a blow down and they thought, oh crap, this happened, and that thought pops into her head.
Oh.
So she can exploit their weakness.
Okay. Or if she lands a blow on them, they run away and they're panicking. Oh shit.
And she doesn't even have to look for them. She can just home in on where they are.
It'll be just exactly like in One Punch Man when Saitama's going against the mole. Found you!
You can't run. You can't run.
If she snaps, she could be very, very dangerous, I think.
Another thing also, Fav might introduce another game changer. I mean,
could happen at any point.
Yeah, could happen at any point, especially if Snow White's, I guess, is chosen one to go up against Cranberry in the end. Which
she probably will be, let's face it.
Oh, man. Yeah. I was like a little bit ticked with the departure of Lapicel this early in the game. But if it traumatizes Snow White, and I'm a horrible human being for saying this.
Yes, you are.
Yes, I am. But if it's part of forging Snow White into that perfect magical girl, or this like elite warrior, really, I can't associate magical girls with stuff this dark anymore. I mean, Madoka Magica, now this. But yeah, if it kind of forges her into that ultimate warrior, then yeah, brace for epic in the finale.
Pretty much.
If she ever finds out that it was Cranberry who killed Lapuzella, there will be nowhere for Cranberry to hide.
Well, my thing is that at this point, she can't really do anything.
Right now, yeah.
Right now.
I mean, she could probably use a couple of those weapons a couple of those items first in order to do that. So they have a way to go. They have quite a ways to go. But now, if Alice ends up being an ally, that's quite the meat shield.
There you go. You got the brains apparition, and you got the damn near perfect tank.
Literally the meat shield.
Interesting.
I have a feeling that coming up, though, like just the way that they set up Ripple, that we're probably going to see Top Speed die at some point soon.
Okay.
And Ripple and Snow White are going to team up.
And I actually think that Top Speed might not die because of the game.
Oh, yeah.
It's totally going to be cancer. It's totally cancer. So...
Well, there's obviously something there. I can't die for another 6 months.
Yeah, she keeps saying that.
She keeps saying that, and it's like, what's going on there? Why the time limit?
But it's either an incurable disease or she has plans to commit suicide.
But yeah, it's either that or I wouldn't be surprised if Top Speed and Ripple kind of bring Snow White into their group.
Okay.
If nothing else, to at least help out Snow White, given her kind of, mental problems at the moment.
Snow White could still also try to seek out Sister Nana in Winter Prison.
Yeah, that's true too.
Because they're a little faction, and obviously, they have friction with Ripple. So she could go one of those two ways, but probably not have them all join together. So...
Yeah, that's kind of what I think the title of the next episode is, with the title being Up Your Friendship.
Mm-hmm.
So I wouldn't be surprised if she ends up teaming up with somebody else.
Yeah, probably one of those two combinations.
I still loved your line at the end of the episode. Up your friendship.
No,
up yours.
Up yours, Fob.
Homicidal dickhead.
But can I just point out real quick, we actually got to see Top Speed's...
Top
Speed.
That's impressive.
Like, to this point in the anime, I have felt that Top Speed's name has been a little bit of a misnomer. Because she hasn't been shown to be fast. Like, even when she helped, Swim get to the meeting that Swim was late for.
She was going at a leisurely pace.
And it was pretty fucking slow.
But this episode, she kind of kicks in the afterburners, so much so that Ripple has to hang on for dear life.
Yeah.
So that was pretty fun.
Yeah, I also want to point out that because of the stuff that happened in this episode, basically Top Speed and Ripple are the only ones going after candies anymore.
Pretty much.
I have a feeling the Swim's group is still more focused on stealing candies than anything else. Obviously, Calamity Mary is in on the murder. I honestly don't think that Snow White's going to be gathering any candy anytime soon. But it's not like she has to worry, because this week she's in the clear too because of Magicaloid.
Yeah, I mean, half her candies got stolen, but we have 2 deaths here, and she's still well in the lead. Yeah. In terms of candy count, because all the work she put in before.
I think it resets every week.
Oh, you're right. Oh, never mind. You're right.
So... basically the candy count doesn't matter at this point, though, because people are dying very quickly.
And people are looking to kill each other very quickly.
Also, side note, Ripple's ability, amazing.
Yeah. She's Bullseye.
Yeah,
she's Bullseye from
literally any projectile. So anything that she throws, anything that she shoots.
Well, that should be Bullseye. He never misses, no matter what it is.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is with Bullseye, he has to keep eye contact with it.
That's true. She can forget.
Yeah, whereas she was literally just picking up the pieces of the sign and throwing them over her shoulder.
Yep.
So that's a really cool ability, actually.
And it's guaranteed. Bullseye missed once, and he'll never get over it.
Like
twice.
When
actually probably more times with Marvel. Anyway.
But when it was first introduced, I was like, oh, that's kind of a lame ability. Like, it just didn't seem to be that powerful. But now I'm like, well, now that I realize that it applies to any projectile that she uses.
Well, now that they hit the brakes and kind of showed off what she could do, then you get the full picture.
Right.
But that's, I mean, again, that's the thing. They're blazing through a lot of stuff. You're missing a lot of details.
I wonder if those are homing.
Ooh.
Well, she never misses, so. You know, it actually kind of reminds me of in the Fate Stay Night series, God, what do you call it? The gay bulg. How that works.
Yeah.
Basically, I guess spoiler alert if you haven't seen Fate Stay Night. Lancer's Lance, gay bulg, it actually rewrites cause and effect. So basically, he says that it hits you in the heart, and it will change reality so that it hits you in the heart. So when you see him use it, he always points it at the ground,
right.
And then the blade basically extends and curves up and hits the target. And it's almost impossible to avoid.
Because, yeah, it's not...
Unless you have a really, really high luck rating, like Saber.
Yeah.
I think she has like an S plus luck rating, so...
She is supposed to be the strongest hero. So, there you go. But anyway...
That's kind of what I think it's more like. Like it may not actually like rewrite reality or anything like that, but it's basically it never misses. So if the target moves, it still never misses.
Yeah, it's more rewriting reality than physics.
Yeah.
So, okay.
So yes, it would probably look like it's homing, but it's just that it doesn't miss.
It just goes wherever Ripple wants it to.
Yeah.
Okay. That would make sense.
Which is really cool.
And it can set up.
And I kind of want to see her throw a nuclear missile.
Oh damn!
Avoid this.
Dodge this. Oh man!
I want to see her toss that spear. Ruler.
Oh yes.
I kind of think that we'll see that at some point.
I'm actually thinking like a shuriken version of the bullets in Wanted. I'll just stand here like on top of a train and around the building right into your face.
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, this can be good.
Anyway, I think we've talked about it long enough.
We have. Well, then again, with with a nasty, nasty plot twist in this episode. Damn.
And there's just, and again, like we were saying at the beginning, there's so much missed content that we're like, we're craving.
Give us more.
Give us more.
Feed me more.
Feed me.
Feed me, Seymour.
Feed me.
But yeah, so anyway, we could probably go on about this series for a long time.
And on.
And on. And on. And on. Anyway, let us know what you thought of the anime, what you thought of our reaction in the comment section below.
Yep, thumbs up if you like it, thumbs down if you don't.
But that's gonna do it for this episode of Anime Reaction. As always, I'm DK.
I'm Zero.
And I'm Rizzo.
See you next time.
On. Worth it, Pong.
Go ahead and hit my face, Pong, to go to our First Impressions podcast, Fall 2016, Part 1.
Pun.
Pong.
Hit my face to check out OS Gaming, our gaming channel. Pun.
And click on the waifu to subscribe to Otaku Saga Phone and check out our new and improved Patreon page.
Pun.
I feel dirty.
Nice.